25 years, and my life is still trying to get off that great big hill of home for a destination. And I realized quickly when I know I've won that the world was made up of this brotherhood of man. For whatever that means.
And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head. And I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and get real high. And I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I say, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I say, hey, what's going on? And he tries. Oh my God, do I try? I try all the time in this institution.
And he prays.
Oh my God, do I pray? I pray to see good day for revolution. And I say, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I say, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah.
Just keep it inside. Learn how to hide your feelings.
Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 yes, hey. What's going on? Yeah!
25 years, and my life is still trying to get off that great big hill of hope for a destination.
Good cabaretting, everybody. My name is Notepad Anon, and I write games for fun. So what are we doing today? Today we're going to be working on and hopefully finishing Super Saturday Hero Showtime. This one's been kind of a doozy for me, I'm not gonna lie. It's been kind of a doozy for various reasons. But we're going to attempt to finish the game today. And there's a couple ways we're going to be doing this. First things first, we need to write in... First off, I completely forgot about writing in the concept of advancement. Why did I forget to write in advancement? I don't know. I just forgot. I am, as they say, I did as they say in the hood, or gore. I also didn't actually make the villain correct. Why didn't I make the villain? I forgot. Going to be perfectly, perfectly honest. I just kind of forgot. Mostly because there's just been a lot of stuff I need to do, and the Bushido video went on a little bit longer than I thought yesterday. And because the Bushido video went on a little bit longer than I thought, everything else went on a little bit longer than I thought. And then there was the 5.5 hour Yick video, which made me die a little on the inside. But Yick is done now, by the way. We never have to think about Yick ever again. I'm so happy. You do not understand how immensely happy I am that I never have to think about Yick ever again. Let me see. I did... Okay, there we go. The stars are... the star... Let's see, are always attempting to better themselves. Depending on the structure of the series, each star will be awarded in advancement. Let's see, depending on the structure of the series, each star will be awarded in advancement at different intervals. Each advancement is a noticeable increase. Let's see. Each advancement is an increase of power and ability, allowing the stars to push themselves further, and enable them to perform even better. Advancements may be held on. Let's see. Advancements may be held for as long as the let's see. Spend their advancement whenever it's appropriate. Let's see. Each advancement increasing power and ability, allowing stars to push themselves further, enable them to perform even better. Events may be held as long as let's see. Advancements may be held as long as the star feels necessary, but during a recharge may only be used during a recharge or at the end of an episode, even if one is not awarded. Each advancement. Oh yeah, how was the ending? The ending was extremely long, a bit convoluted, and not very good. They had about 2 good scenes in it. Like the real ending, and the final boss was kind of a drag. Just kind of lame. Yeah, the final boss was kind of lame, not gonna lie. It was just not very fun. And I don't know if I just got unlucky, or that was like actually how the boss was supposed to be. Yeah, it just wasn't very fun. But yeah, we did it. A completely random character saved the plot. Literally nothing else happened, and then you got a good job, you did it, and then we ended. Truly, it was a experience. So when are you going to release the new Yick TTRPG on account of the new ending? Probably next year. You gotta be working on it. Each advancement may be spent on each advancement may be spent on Let's see, actually no. Each advancement may be spent on a let's see, with certain ones requiring more than one advancement, to take. Let's see, all improvements are applied automatically, allowing let's see, all improvements are applied automatically. Let's see, all improvements are applied. Go, we put that in there. Then we do what we can spend our advancements on. We do this, we do name. Like, I've got the ideas of how to make the Carta system work a little bit better. That's the main issue, mostly. Not gonna lie. Completely unironically, that is the main problem child I have. But I feel pretty alright. Should be easy enough, right? Let's go. Go. We bring you up to 12. We have this. So, basic ideas if we go through the entirety of character creation. So let's just. Don't gotta worry about this. Star merchandise sheet. So, we want to. Let's see, improve value by 1 step up to D12. Improvement value by 1 step up to D12, which is just going to be right, easy enough to understand. That's just going to be 1. Let's see, improve value to D20. Saves. Go. We want to do that. We want to add a new gimmick. We want to add a new gimmick for 1. Then we want to improve a gimmick by 1 step. 12, and then improve a gimmick to 20. So gear is going to follow the same logic, which is going to improve a gear / power by 1 step up to 12. Improve gear / power up. Actually, no, we're not going to be able to improve a gear or power up to D20. That's kind of the point of being a hero, is that you get the D20. That's fine by me. We want to add new gear, add new power. We want to improve ouch. We want to improve plot power. Let people literally just buy more, and that's fine by me. Okay. Good. There, we want to do. Star improves any value by 1 step. Improves any value by 1 step up to 12. Improve value perfect, which is going to cost 3. Let's see. The star improves a D12 value to D20. Let's see. This, this. Among any of their saves up to a maximum of 20. Actually, we want to do maybe the real yick was the friends we made along the way. Literally, that is not the plot at the end. It quite literally is not. That's the funny part. The real yick was quite literally Alex is the demiurge. That's the secret, everyone. Alex is the fucking demiurge. Do any of their saves that are 20 or greater. Let's see. The star adds 1 point to any of their saves that are 20 or greater. Improve perfect save. Add new gimmick. Add new gimmick, which is going to be 1. Again, pretty easy to advance. Add new gimmick. Add a new D0 gimmick. Add a new D0 gimmick for the the star improves any gimmick by 1 step up to D12, Back to gimmick, which is going to be 3. The star improves a D12 gimmick to 20. Improve gear slash power. The star improves any gear or power by 1 step. Let's see. Improves any gear or power by 1 step up to 12. Noticing a reoccurring theme here. Add new gear. Actually, I should say new gear. New gear 1. Let's see. Adds a new piece of gear for them to use. New power, which is going to cost 2. R adds a new power for them to use because his powers operate a little bit differently. We want to do improve. Ouch. Mm. Mm. There we go. Favorite. We're going. Oh, nope, didn't mean to do that. We want to do pinheader row. Yep, add new gimmick. There we go. We got some brand new things here. Toughness is always there. So here. Yay, friends who escape from Yik with true happy people. Yes, quite literally the people who escaped the cycle of fucking Samsara. That is the real ending of Yik, everyone. I want you all to remember that. The real, actual ending of Yik is we escape the cycle of Samsara and Alex fucking leaves. He literally flies away. And they changed Rory's voice actor. Well, they didn't change Rory's voice actor. They just brought him in. I think the best way to understand, because they had to give Rory a bunch of new lines. Because in the ending, Vela is not present. Yes, Vela, a very important character in the base game, base adventure, is no longer present. She shows up literally at the end and as a reused enemy. Claudio gets, I think, about 2 or 3 lines. Chandra gets a good number of lines. And Michael gets lines. Like, very, very few. Mostly it's the new girl, Asuka, which has a very annoying voice, and I don't much care for her as a character. Thought she was very annoying. Stars may choose to invest their advancements in a different way. If the director so wishes to allow series advancements. Whenever a star has an advancement, they may choose to invest it in the show, invest it in the series instead of themselves. This improves everyone's abilities. Should the number of advancements be should the number of advancements be reached? Yeah, effectively, you have the option of saying, hey, do you want to literally have, like, these aren't necessarily, like, your advancements, these are a group advancement. So, we want to do, let's say, 7 new character designs. All stars increase their ouch by +3, by +5. New toy line 10. All stars gain a new D4 piece of a new D4. Let's see. All stars gain a new D4 piece of gear. Ultimate Super Box Set 10. The stars are able to mm, mm, mm. Add a new point at D4 or improve all points by one step up to 12. An ultimate super box set. I heard back from any of the people you emailed? No. None of them. I'm considering it a wash on all of them. And frankly, I feel embarrassed doing it. I did not drink nearly enough for it. Let's see. What did I end up? Wasn't animation error. Add +1 all the stars add +1 special effects. We're actually going to bring that down to 5. Ultimate super box set we're going to bring down to 8. New toy line we're going to bring that there. We're going to do like 6. Let's outsourced animation studio, all of the stars, add +1 animation errors. Add +1 animation errors. Yeah, here's an animation error. Let's see. All of that, right, sold. All the stars gain +1 plot power. Let's see, what would be some other good... What are some other good ones? Let's think. What are we've got? You down here. Let's... I think this is... Actually, what we can do is the movie rights. 15. There we go. Earn the right to have a movie special to change the fate of the series. To change the fate of the status quo. Yep, congratulations. This is the, So effectively, if people invest in these, everyone gets more out. However, as a character, you're kind of saying, well, I want to improve myself because I know what I want. On the other hand, if we band together, we can get bigger things. Work together, get more stuff. Henchmanic, villainous and henchmanic improvement. Oh, when... So do the forces of evil. Whatever the stars score an advancement, so do the forces of evil. If they all villains to match. However, if the stars are trying to improve the show, if the stars are trying to improve the show, the villains may also chip in, but also reap the benefit. Benefits if it succeeds. But may also chip in, but also reap the benefits if it succeeds. Kind of the idea of like, hey, if you guys are really trying to improve, the show a lot, you're trying to do everything there, the GM is encouraged to, hey, I want to do this too. Like, I'm going to put in some points as well. I'm going to put in one of my advancements. I'm going to do something there. It's the villain and his 3 henchmen. I'm going to put in some things there. Kind of allow players, give players a little bit of leeway. Villains. Okay, so that's advancement. That should work pretty well. Yeah, no, I've gotten nothing from them. But I don't exactly have any like confirmation that they even read it. Not like that's a thing for for Zoho, with the email service I use. I did confirm, like, they have been sent. So no clue if this is going through or not. They might have read it, they might not have. Who knows? Hopefully they did. Everything has been sent. That is the nature of the beasto. Hopefully something comes of it. Hopefully something does. I can't make anything in particular. Because I am not, in fact, a psychic. Even though I play Balatro, and I feel very mad. So, okay, dokie. Okay, so I guess I'll transfer. Is at its and them. This rule set will not claim to be able to perfectly replicate everything. Let's see. Rule set will not claim to be able to perfectly replicate everything. That's not the point of the toolbox. That's not a point of the toolbox or the Lego bucket. No, Lego bucket, to be honest. It's a springboard to see what one can create from the tool presented. From the tools presented. Presented. However, it's also no, Super Saturday Hero Showtime. Let's see. For rules for some of the more popular series out there that legally speaking cannot be named. However, legally speaking cannot be named. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in transformation sequence. The nature of the Mr. Beastler. Damn straight. Delicious coffee. Truly. Go Veffy. Yo, what's up? We're just finishing, we're trying to, finish up a game about cartoons. All right, we have to do transformation sequence. So, transformations. Let's see. Oftentimes, stars will find themselves with secret identities, or hiding a power deep within them. Only to unleash it when the villain strikes. A transformation. Let's see. A transformation is when a star is able to turn themselves into a different being. A transformation is when a star is able to turn themselves into a different being with different abilities. In basic terms, the star gains new gimmicks. The star has access to new gimmicks, abilities, or may just look different. There are actually, let's see. We want to do identity transformation. Effectively, this is the superhero transformation sequence, which is to say you can't use any of your superhero powers until you transform, but it's literally just that. You can, but there is a power transformation. By the power of Grayskull, power transformation. Let's see, that would be... Hey, Notepad, do you think Total War game set in American Civil War would be a good launching pad for an Empires 2 Total War game? Civil War would probably be better for a, like a Napoleon 2, to be honest. Like, people tend to forget how late the Civil War actually was. Like, the Civil War was in the 1860s. Like, do you realize how weird that is? That 50 years after Antietam, we'd be dying in the Somme? Like, that's nuts. Fucking bonkers. Though, They would probably end up doing like a Total War Battles thing, or Total War, what do they call the little games, like Thrones of Britannia or whatever. I'm surprised they haven't done a Total War game in Civil War, or at least something similar to it, because this is kind of the last big like line warfare situation, if we want to be really honest, really specific, with ourselves. It's kind of the last big hurrah when you get to the idea of linear warfare, which Total War does best. Technically, you could probably go all the way to the Battle of Dybul, reliably speaking. Anything after Dybul, things start getting a little bit hectic, because the nature of warfare definitely changes after the 1860s, 1850s. Things started changing quite dramatically. Kind of even see here, this is just from Brick Fair, Battle of Dybul. Also, if you ever want to see a really, really interesting movie, watch 1864. 1864 is a Danish movie. Actually, a TV series. It is a TV series that is fucking brutal, because it's just Denmark getting fucking blasted to fucking pieces. Yeah, no, the battle that began shaping of modern Europe right there. That's anything after that period starts getting a little bit like anything after they actually look fucking brutal. Yeah, it is. Like the thing with Dybul, you have to remember. The Battle of Dybul, the Second Schleswig-Holstein War, was effectively Germany pulled out all the stops, and Germany was like, "Hey, why don't we just shell them to death, because we've got fucking breech loaders now." The fucking Danish were literally using muzzle loaders still, while the Germans had like a rifle that could do things very reliably, and some of them had fucking repeaters very actively. I want you to imagine you have a fucking musket, and that you're fighting a guy with a fucking repeater rifle. You have to hit him perfectly. He's getting multiple shots on you. Whoever shoots who first goes down. Except there's a problem. And the problem is, this is the funny part. He's got 10 other friends. You just have you. The Danes have a long history of fearing the Germans, Schleswig-Holstein was the war before, was effectively the war before the Franco-Prussian War, which would also be another decent Total War game, but that's not neither here nor there. But yeah, that was kind of the last big war there before things started pretty radically changing. Yeah, Denmark has usually feared the Germans because Denmark is a very independent entity when it comes to that. However, they have owned German territory, and a lot of Germans do consider Danes German. Well, in the past, not really anymore, but in the past, be like, you're pretty much just German. So you should join one of the German states, and you're not Danish. Become one of us. And Schleswig-Holstein has always been kind of a weird thing in the middle, because it's a very Danish land, but it's also a very German land. They're very similar, but very different at the same time. We're so close that all our differences are more pronounced, if that makes sense. That's kind of the issue. They are independent. They're just very different. And that's kind of the issue with Danes throughout history. It doesn't help that they also don't speak the same language. Austrians speak German. Danish people speak Danish. This is a problem. But yeah, no, it's Saturday. Our Saturday morning cartoons, or at least the kind of the idea, dead as a concept. Not really. They're mostly after school cartoons now. Kind of the premise behind the idea of the Saturday morning cartoon is dead. Because they weren't profitable anymore. And if they aren't profitable, we're not touching them anymore. Okay. Actually, add in there are five. There are 5 main types of transformation. Well, let's see. Stark and Partaken. That Stark and Partaken. That is Stark and Partaken. Let's do. Yeah, really, something like this. Really, okay. We go from how I do think the Total War sagas can work. They just need to do. The problem with the Total War sagas is that they're pretty much offloading it to a different team, and because that team doesn't have the budget or nor experience to really make them work as well as they should. It did not help that Pharaoh did not very well. Pharaoh did not do well. And since Pharaoh didn't do well, and they're pivoting more toward trying to make Warhammer still popular, I don't know when people are like, man, I want fucking war, like, Total War, like, I want Warhammer 40k Total War. I don't get that. You don't want Warhammer 40k Total War. That sounds ridiculous. There are 5 main types of transformations. And may or may not influence ability. That may or may not influence their ability. Transformations. So this leads to heading 3. An identity transformation is simplest to understand, and all that it entails is that Star hides their true identity, and requires a and their mask. Let's see, their masked identity. Their masked or power identity. Having a hidden identity. Identity transformations do not fundamentally change the let's see, reveal this nature to their friends. However, if the concept of revealing one's identity, let's see, they may be rewarded a plot power. As they are unable to. Let's see. Alternatively, identity transformation. No, let's see. Identity transformation may just prevent the. Actually, no. There we go. There we go. Easy enough to understand. Yeah, they don't like an identity transformation. Peter Parker becoming Spider-Man does not like cause him physical pain. Peter Parker can always do Spider-Man things. He just needs to put on the mask to become Spider-Man. Yes. Yes, this is a Toolbox commission. Recency bias, I think. Yes, this is a Toolbox commission. Let's see. Power transfer. Power transformation. Transformations are usually the most complicated. Let's see. Are some of the most common. Power transformations are some of the most common and may influence the star quite a bit. A power transformation. Let's see. Use any of their gear or power until they are able to transform until they are able to transform in some manner. The stereotypical manner is the give me 1 second. Hello. Yes, apologies. My mother came in and hit the door, and I was like, "Oh God, something bad happened." And, nothing happened. All is good in the metaphorical hood. Manners from. I'm turning into their powered form. As long as the star is not in their powered form. Let's see. As long as the star is not in their powered form, they are unable to use any of the gear or powers. Let's see. They are unable to use any of the gear powers they normally have. Instead relying entirely. Yeah, to keep let's see, keep them going. More advanced power transformations. Transformations may require. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's see. So, power transformation. This is by the power of Grayskull. Because we like the power of Grayskull. It's a very, you know, actually. And let's see, their plot power is also limited in their non-powered state. Let's see, only need to be able to use one plot power as long as they are powered. Let's see it. Effectively, that means doesn't matter how much you have one plot power. That is mostly for your, like, hey, we want to do Transformers, or we want to do, like, the easiest way to understand a power transformation is, like, Power Rangers or He-Man. Because, like, Prince Adam and He-Man, like, Prince Adam is not actually that threatening. That's like the entire thing with Prince Adam, is that, like, he's not very, like, he's not that impressive, actually. That's kind of the joke, almost, is that Prince Adam's kind of a bitch. But the thing with Prince Adam is that he can, because he is a good and noble person, because he is brave and heroic, he still is able to, you know, become He-Man. And who is He-Man? Well, He-Man is the legendary warrior who can totally save everyone. And so he gets super buff and ends up beating everyone. That's the power of being He-Man. He's not really that. Yes. Good old He-Man. We all love He-Man, everyone. But say the new He-Man show, the fact they made him a twink makes more sense when you're trying to show off the difference between him and He-Man. See, the fun fact, they have a new He-Man show, by the way. Like, they have a brand new one. Let me see if I can find, yeah, this is He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Yeah, this is back in 2021. This is this is even newer than the Revelations one. Like, yeah, the new He-Man one looks kind of weird. Like a weird animation thing. Like, He-Man looks like a refrigerator. This man looks like a fucking JoJo character. It's very funny. Yeah, here's the cast. They look very funny, and I do like. It's very amusing. I think that's half the fun, right? Let's see. Well, oh right, the kitty Netflix one. Well, more kitty. Yeah. The one for literal children. Alternate transformation. Makes the star more than me. Let's see, more than meets the eye. if they have the appropriate power, or the series copyright is appropriate. If they have the appropriate power, or able to spend, they are able to spend one plot power, and turn themselves into a brand new, turn themselves into a brand new character with new abilities. However, into a brand new entity with new abilities. However, this is not the. However, this does not influence their. This does not influence their gear, power, values, or saves. Instead, it changes the nature. How they interact with the world and the situations they find themselves in. A simple explanation is a simple explanation would be using a transforming a superbot. Using a megabot. A simple explanation would be using a megabot who is able to transform themselves into various vehicles, transform themselves into a actually, let's see, using a megabot who is able to turn themselves into let's see, megabot who is let's see, are megabots actually megabot? Okay, it's only a reference to yeah, it's only these guys. Oh, have no fear. We can buy megabot NFTs. God help us all if we don't sell fucking NFTs to fund our giant robot creation. Megabot who's able to turn themselves into toy car. Among their human friends. Should the need simple explanation, should the need arise. Megabot may spend plot power to turn themselves into a computer, or even a access the internet, the intranet. To access the internet, or what would a toy-sized robot want to turn himself into? Let's think, everybody. What would be a fun thing for a toy-sized robot to turn himself into? Let's see. You can turn yourself into a little car. You can turn yourself into a little computer. What else can you turn yourself into? Because you are a cool little megabot that children will definitely want to purchase. Fire truck. Gun. Gun. Salutations. With lights and sound. There we go. That's the idea of an alternate transformation, is like, it doesn't really influence. alternate transformations don't really change the nature of the character at all. You have all your you still have everything normal. You just have new things that let you do other things. It's a lot more implied. Hey, I can turn in, like, hey, I'm gonna turn into an airplane so I can fly around. Okay, I can turn into a plane now. Being able to fly is pretty fucking useful. You may not be good at flying, but hey, you know, if you want to play, you know, the Megabots or whatever, and you like, oh, well, we all have our identity transformation where we can turn into what our base form is. We can also alternate transformation, turn into anything, because we're Megabots and we can do that. Right, so now we have Shazam transformations. You laugh, but one Megatron's alt form with the G1 was a legit fucking gun, like a German gun. Yeah, Megatron, what are you gonna do? Have no fear, I'm just gonna pull out a Glock and shoot Optimus fucking Prime. Fuck you, Optimus. My favorite part of Transformers is when Megatron just fucking shot Bumblebee. Truly. Shazam. 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 The Shazam transformation. Let's see, event from the Tower transformation. Instead of the star being, let's see, instead of the star being a single entity with their powers on or off, the star is technically two entities sharing the same space. A Shazam transformation. A Shazam. Requires a key phrase or ability of some kind to transform the star into an entirely different character. Star. Let's see, transform the star into an entirely different character. This transformation may be dramatic. This transformation may be dramatic. Let's see, with an entirely new form, with an alter ego. Regardless of the reason, the Shazam transformation. Let's see, Shazam transformation. May either cost one plot power. Either cost one plot power or cost no plot power. Let's see. Regardless of the reason, the Shazam transformation. Let's see. Transformation that costs one plot power if the two sides of the star are equal, allowing them. Transformation costs one plot power if the two sides of the star are equal, or no plot power if base form is considered weak. A weak star has no gear, power, power, and loses 1 step from all of their values, and reduces all of their saves by 3. Usually a weak star is a child character. Or some other normally helpless. Unless they are Shazammed. Not to say they can't get into trouble. Let's see. They lose. Actually, has no gear, powers, and loses. And then let's see to all -3 to all of their say. Shazam. Not to say they can't get into trouble. Yeah, effectively, it's like you want to play a kid who can transform into a superhero. You have a Shazam transformation. If you want to play Shazam, that is to say. Like goofy hijinks in 1 second, hardcore class conflicts, the next switch back and forth at will. Starscream will be blasted so hard all his feet remain. You laugh, Megatron's damn. Starscream, what are you doing? Megatron, please, you have to understand. I'm just gooning. See, that's all we really need in the end of the day. Starscream looking at all the currently circulating Starscream pornography. I want you to know, you Transformers fans are freaks. All of you are freaks. None of you will find God at this point. Not a single one of you. None of you will find God. I have seen too much Transformers pornography. And I blame it firmly on you robo-fuckers. You are the reason why I can never read Emmy the Robot. You are the exact reason. Which will always be the funniest situation to me, by far. Fucking Emmy the goddamn Robot. Speaking of Whiplash. Again, I made the bad joke about Starscream gooning, but then I'm like, oh god, I forgot. There's plenty of that kind of artwork out there. I mean, have any of you seen Emmy the Robot? I go through this conversation every now and again. I want everyone to know. Emmy the Robot is extremely cute. It is an extremely cute webtoon. Look at this. It's adorable. It's absolutely adorable. It's about a little robot. And she's about a little robot man. That's all that it is. It's very cute. It's a very cute thing, and I quite enjoy it. Now, the problem is, as you could probably see, it got picked up by certain people. Genuinely speaking, being perfectly genuine with everyone here, I did not know it was not a pornographic comic. I just thought it was. Like, This has been years, mind you, since I discovered this revelation. I thought it was just a porn comic. Like, yeah, this is just what it is. And then I actually read Emmy the Robot. I'm like, wait a second, this is just a wholesome, nice webcomic. I'm like, nope. Like, this is just a wholesome webcomic about a robot maid being cute and adorable. Like Amelia Bedelia. Oh, hello, phone. It's like fucking Amelia Bedelia, and then you're like, oh, wait a second. This is not gooning. Why is everyone drawing this innocent robot this way? Why does it keep happening? So, guess... Oh, okay. By far the strangest and least common. Least common is the Gestalt transformation. Gestalt transformation. A Gestalt is merging two stars together to form a new single entity. Well, let's see if the stars which form that both will spend one plot power and begin the process of fusion. The details may the details may be different, but mechanically speaking, they will merge their values. They will merge their values and let's see, they'll merge their values, powers, and gear. Let's see, merge their values, powers, and gear together, creating a brand new situation. Actually, I should gimmicks, powers, and gear together, creating a brand new individual, creating a brand new still have access. Still, let's see. While in this Gestalt transformation, both stars still have access to their own individual time slot. Let's see. Both have access to their own individual time slots during an action scene, but with access to a with access to a larger amount of dice to help. For example, if a star has a D8 bravery, and the other has a D6 bravery. The Gestalt star now has a D8 plus D6 bravery. D8 plus D6 bravery. They will still obey the same rules for only applying one kind of die, die per instance. Let's say let's see, they'll still obey the same rules for only applying one instance. They cannot add their D8 plus D6 bravery. Antics to the roll break. Only playing one, and this will be. While in this state, they have a merged ouch. But not plot power. at the end of every block, each of these stars will pay 1 plot power. At the end of every block, each of the stars will pay 1 plot power to maintain the transformation. Let's see, to maintain the transformation. All I want to see you turn into giant woman. A giant woman. All I want to do is see you turn into giant woman. Giant woman. With certain gear and powers may be merged as well, but this is a discretion of the this is the discretion of the director. Know that the partner also has access to one's own gear and powers. Powers. Make sure that your partner knows that their special piece of gear may be a bit dull information. Kind of the idea of the Gestalt transformation is that you are fusing your two characters together to get a big bunch of dice. The problem is that your plot power is quickly leaving. Longer you are in your that kind of super powerful form, the more your plot power starts going away. If you can however, the benefit of this is that as long as it's merged together, you're pretty strong. You get a lot of stuff. However, you are sharing everything simultaneously. So, say the hero with the plot device, D20 item, technically another player can use that D20 item all of a sudden. And suddenly, oh no, I've lost some gear that I really wanted. And I need to recharge now. Why? Because we were in a thing that was important. Okay, so Super Zords and you. Fucking vehicles. Getting pinged. Who the fuck is pinging me? Let me type in Pepe hug. Okay, let's see. Super Zords and you. Vehicle, by default, a vehicle is a piece of gear. Powerful in the implication of having a space cycle, or robot, cool horse, jetpack, or any other kind of vehicle, or any other kind of powerful implication vehicle, and allowing the star to add its gear die to their check, or series with a deeper emphasis on vehicle. Well, for a series with deeper emphasis on vehicles, consult the following. Consult the following. Each vehicle. Put Super Zord there. And then we need to Okay, so what's the following? Each vehicle is assigned their own set of values and saves. Instead, let's see, the vehicle. Let's see, he's made up his own star in its own right. Each vehicle is assigned. Own value, assigned tied to their own values, and help them ward off danger. So we do that. We grab you, we put you here, we swing you wide. So we want to do vehicle stats. So we obviously do speed. Speed is important, obviously. How fast my cool vehicle can go. Handling, how easy it is to handle my cool thing. What would be body? What would be a good way of saying body? What would be a good way of saying body? Frame, that's a good one. So we've got frame and system. There we go. The durability and when confronted with danger, handling. The pedal to the metal. When putting the pedal to the metal. How many radical systems does it have? Because again, we have to think how do I as a 8-year-old boy looking at this toy commercial that is legally not considered a toy commercial, how do I get more invested in the fact that Prince Lightstar is totally how do I start getting weird about it when I'm in like my 20s? Like, yeah, of course Lightstar can totally do everything. Like, he's got the power, you know. How do I start making this out to be a 3-hour-long video essay about how Knights of the Round Galaxy was secretly underappreciated in its day? We need a revival now by Kevin Smith. Eagles made up his own star. It's alright being I could. Theory. Yeah, this checks themselves. Let's see. Develop an affection for and probably give a name. Because, honest to God, that's why you're doing this, because you're going to give your car a cool name. Because why wouldn't you? So comes to how much physical damage can the vehicle take? How much physical damage the vehicle can. Let's see. We want to do. These are our saves, effectively. How would we want to do our saves? In theory, you can do Super Zords and use the Gestalt rules to just make your very own Gurren Lagann. Be the me who believes in you and all that shit. We want to do Derby, which is physical punishment. I guess we don't really need that many saves. It'd be wacky races. So it'd be Derby, which is physical, stunt, and There we go. You're making an overload check because they're trying to hack you or something. There you go. Finally, we can play a Stormhawks game. Anyone remember Stormhawks? Remember Stormhawks? Remember being like 8? I always have like such a weird relationship to this series. Like just such a bizarre relationship to this one. Because there's an entire sequence where they're like trying to explain the plan of like, oh, well, we gotta do this, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. I did not realize. I thought they were going to be like hard cut somewhere else to do something else, and they never did. Everything just went perfect. And it always that's just one of those weird memories that just stick with you. You're like, huh, that's fucking weird. Ooh, traction. Yeah. You bring it up a lot. I do bring it up a lot because the thing is, it leaves my memory for time. That's the problem. It'll leave my actually no, we'll keep a stunt for a very particular reason. We need to be able to make this for chips. It will leave my mind for a time, and then I will remember it seemingly at random. It is a problem. I will be living my life normally, and then be like, man, remember Stormhawks? I'm like, hell yeah, I remember Stormhawks. And then I'll remember that extremely weird situation, and then I will never, and then it just disappears. And that's the worst part. That's just one of those weird things. I just vaguely remember it, and then it just something pops up. Usually someone posts a video, you know, a white guy posts a 3-hour-long video about how, you know, about it or something. And I'm like, oh yeah. I really can't say anything about like, oh, it's a white guy posting a 3-hour-long video, because I would be the guy doing that. It's me. That's why I'm embracing my my new destiny as a Minecraft stunt YouTuber. May not like it, but this is my destiny now. Similar to being a Roblox VTuber. Have no fear, children. It's me, the Roblox VTuber. God, fucking imagine. Fucking man. Actually, we want to do. How do we want to? So, we want to go all the way back up. We want to hit the henchman section. We want to put these two in there, and we want to do. And so we've got frame, handling, speed, systems, which is derby, overload, stunt. So, I think we don't need that many more. I don't think we need like a ton. This is mostly just samples anyway. So we want to do, so shave stick. Easy enough to understand. This is rickety. It's a jerry-rigged. Our jerry-rigged ship. It's a pristine ship. It's a reliable ship, or it's a what would be a good reliable versus a. We want to do jerry-rigged. Like, if we give ourselves 30 points to distribute among all of these, jerry-rigged is pretty good at derby. It's not very good at overload. We'll do something like. So it's pretty average like that. It's not very good at being held together. Pristine is not very good at derbying. Very good at doing that. We do that, so that's 24, 30. Reliable is our 10 across the board kind of thing. Experimental. 4, 6. Okay, there we go. There we go. We've got an experimental ship. So our value shtick. Hot rod. Let's actually think. We want to do. We are a we're a heavy ride. We're a hot rod. We're a speedster. I love you sinisterly. What would it be? Think of vehicles. Think of cool vehicles. How would you describe them? You got a heavy ride. You got a hot rod. You got a speedster. You got a what? What are we working? Fuck, we were talking about Stormhawks before. 2 Stormhawks TV tropes. Tell me more about Stormhawks. Mm. Mm. Skimmer. Mm. 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 Heavy sleek. Ah, there we go. Ratty Toaster Diaz, heavy sleek convertible loaded. There we go. We can do heavy sleek loaded convertible. Already kind of. I think that should be a good. Actually, we can probably put in junker. Like, yeah, it's just a junker. What is this thing? Yeah, it's just a fucking weird ass ship. Kind of a piece of shit, but we love it. If we do, let me see if I can remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we do 5 across the board here, 5. Technically, our default would be looking something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we apply the default to, let's just look. Let's go from the bottom up. So junkers are very durable. They are not very well at handling. Not very. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. So that's what they got. Convertible. Convertibles are very thin. They got a good handling. They've got good speed. They're very good on the systems. Loaded. Actual. Two values by a step. Points between all the saves, easy enough to understand. Okay, loaded. Loaded means you are pretty good there. Let's actually do something like this. D0, D0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Sleek, 0 frame, all handling, all speed. Actually, all speed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy enough to understand. Speedster. Speedster. D12. Nothing else. D10. 10, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I think the heavy ride should be pretty easy to drive. There we go. Actually, we can do hot rod. Let's do D10D. Highway to the danger zone. I think sleek. I said sleek thinking some like super speed and precise. Yeah, we can do deluxe here. Nice and reliable. Probably like the ship that we're most because you got to think about like this is not just going to be like ships or car, like just a car or something. This is a ship. Like, oh hey, you got a hot rod space cycle. You know, something like that. Why? Because you're cool. Because you have a hot rod space cycle. Don't you want a hot rod space cycle? Yeah, of course you do. Let's see. This. Next, each of the vehicle. Each of the vehicles will have 20 points distributed among any of them. Not need to obey the usual inconvention. Let's see, as it is special systems or other course when using the vehicle. Let's see, so we distribute that, and then let's see, after determining gear, after determining them. Their total durability. Vehicles do not possess plot power. Instead, they rely entirely. Instead they rely entirely on. Let's see. Never reduces zero durability. The star will begin. The star and any of the star will begin losing plot power quickly as the vehicle begins smoking or going on the fritz. In smoking or going on the fritz. Total durability is going to frame plus handling. It's actually is you. Ability base, durability base, durability bonus. So we don't need to worry about total durability. Vehicle size, we want to do small. Actually, let's do Mm. Actually, example, vehicle spot. Types of fucking nothing. If my car has Kirk inside, is that a shtick or an item? Should be total kaput. Kaput is a good one. When it comes to the thing is, you are Kirk. You are flying the, you're the one flying the ship. If that makes sense. You are Kirk. You have access to all of those abilities and things. And it's you, like, as Kirk, let's say, for example, let's say I'm Commander Kirk or whatever, and I'm driving a cool car with vehicle rules, for example. Me having certain skills doesn't really mean as much as, well, we're flying this super cool car or whatever. We're doing this. Medium 3, actually a medium. Mm. 15 plus frame plus. Not going to do that. 1-2, 4 to 6. Vehicle style. Personal. Kind of like a passenger ship. That's kind of like, it's like you have a car. 15 plus frame plus. No, that wouldn't be. I guess it would be a sidekick that happens to be. If you want to do like something like Knight Rider, you are literally the thing with you want to make Knight Rider. If that's the question you like there, you would legitimately make a sidekick character who is just a car. You just make them the power that they are in fact a car. Can Knight Rider, can the fucking car do things? Yes. Will the car get into trouble? Yes. It's just, you just write it in the power that it is a fucking car. The best way to think about this is, trying to think of like I know, I can see it in my head. A Super Zord. Let's just call it a spade. It's a Super Zord. You're a Super Zord in like Power Rangers is like, yeah, we have our cool vehicle who's super cool and awesome and totally awesome and is, flawless and perfect in all its ways. That's the point. We have our cool super vehicle. We're doing cool things to do cool things in our super cool vehicle. We can still do things outside of it, but a vehicle isn't really doing anything outside of it. Yeah, our Super Zord is not doing anything unless we're driving it. If you want to have no fear, here's me and my robot best friend. We go on adventures. He's also my car. Like if we do it some like Brave Star shit. No, he's just a sidekick. Mm. Okay, carrier. Carriers are very slow. Mm. 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 I want to pilot the not like I want to be the best way to think about this. I have my very personal starfighter. This is my starfighter. No one else gets to be in my starfighter. This is mine. No one else's. This is the Millennium Falcon. It's a passenger ship ultimately. You know, it's my Millennium Falcon. Of course, this is my ship. This is my tub. This is our land carrier, effectively. You know, it's the G.I. Joe land carrier kind of thing. Some lunatic. Let me see if I can find like it's like this is our giant cool boat. This is our this is our cool vehicle that's totally ours. That's our personal land carrier. Let me see if I can find it's the yeah, so like shit like this. You know, like homeworld tier. Oh god, what was that what was that game? Was it a game or a show? They had like a moving it was like a moving like land ship. What? I can see it. It was like a moving land ship. Like that was their like base. Was it Halo? Fucking what's the name of that? Was it the elephant? Yeah, Halo Elephant. Like to give you an idea, if you are driving around an elephant, this is what you're like looking for like a fucking like carrier, something like that. I could see it up here. It's there. If you want to if you want to have like the Enterprise, you have the vehicle. Yeah, you have this. I want to fly around the Enterprise. You know, I want to do Star Trek like. Like, yeah, if you want to be like, of course, these guys are getting into their own. Soulless cat. Like these guys are getting into their own problems. You know, Kirk, Spock, you know, O'Hara, and all that. They're all getting into their own problems. But when we get aboard the Enterprise, yeah, we're doing Enterprise stuff because that's the fun part. So while let's see, and take control of the vehicle itself. However, depending on, each of the let's see. However, all of the stars aboard the vehicle may choose to use its gear and systems, use its gear gimmicks, systems, or even power even powers as long as they are a passenger aboard the aboard as they are passenger aboard. For example, if the what would be a good if Detective Jupiter is flying Crimson 1, let's see. The flying the Crimson Cutlass, an experimental speedster personal. Jerome Malice, catch up. Yep. However, Ducky, his Jupiter, however, Ducky, Jupiter's ever loyal dog / sidekick. Sidekick is manning the rear gun. Is manning the rear gun as Dr. Malice's thugs attempt to shoot them down. Able to use the machine gun gear. Let's see, Ducky is able to use the machine gun gear while to catch up the Malice. Ducky. Yeah, here's my sidekick, my fucking dog. You know more? I can see this thing, this land carrier effectively. And it is legitimately like a land carrier. And all of the characters are based out of the land carrier. And they do stuff, and they're like roving around doing adventures and shit. I can see it in my head. It's like a cartoon, but I cannot for the life of me know where the fuck it is. Was it a cartoon? Maybe it was like a show or something. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it like 2 in the morning. I want you to know that. I'm gonna wake up in a fucking panic and be like, oh my god, it's that. Making checks to catch up to. There we go. Sorry, my sidekick dog is going to shoot you out of the air now. Okay, so if we do some last minute double checking on things. I'm actually pretty happy with how Advancement turned out. I'm very okay with that. Monster of the Week is still a little janky, but let's grab you. Let's just move. Let's save a little room. So we've got that. There's probably some very specific series that I'm missing. But I believe that should work out correctly. Believe we're done. I believe we're good. I need to finish up the fucking villain. But that's not too difficult to do. Before I forget, I am going to hit the actual commissioner. Where are you, Mr. Commissioner? There we go. Hello. Apologies for not contacting. Hello. Sorry for not contacting you sooner. Getting sick sucks. Getting sick sucks. Getting sick sucks. Here is the document as it stands. Document as it stands. If there is anything you like me, edits / add. Tell me. Just tell me. I'm always. Thank you. Go. All right. Good job, everybody. We did it. We have successfully completed the oh, didn't mean to hit that button. We have successfully completed Super Saturday Hero Showtime. It was not hard. It was just very... Anytime there is a delay, anytime there is something that goes wrong during the production of a game, things go horribly wrong. And this one, it was, I got sick, and like that didn't really help at all. And because I got sick, I was like, damn, I'm not feeling too hot, so it was hard to get motivated again. Like already the game was difficult to do, not because it was difficult to do because it was a generic system. And I think once I finally hit it, and once I hit my stride, it started doing a lot easier. It started clicking a lot more. I think that was the problem, really. It was just that click didn't really hit as much as I wanted. But once I hit that, I think I was doing pretty good. Well, after this, we have one game remaining. One game that we have effectively a 2-week fucking blitz to do. We have Bridge Commander. Ah! Uh-oh. Ah! Dropping shit. We've got Bridge Commander. Yeah, we've got Bridge Commander, everyone. Oh no, I can't believe Notepad died. Yeah, I've got like water bottles and stuff because I am a functional alcoholic. Hooray! Yes, we are we're working on Bridge Commander. Friday will be Bridge Commander. I'm gonna be honest with everyone there. We're gonna sit down and we're going to bridge. Do I feel confident? Jason the Wheeled Warriors. Sorry, everyone's shit. Next week, if things go according to plan, this Friday we are going to sit down and we are going to hammer out every single thing about Bridge Commander. Do you think you're going to finish before the new year? Probably not. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Bridge Commander is untapped territory. However, this is very important. January is going to be weird. I'm going to make no promises on anything in January. If you noticed, I have not even brought out a poll or anything. Making no promises on January. because I am going to be gone on the 10th of January. Yes, I will be gone. I will be leaving the country on the 10th of January. What does this actually mean? It means that I will not be in the United States of America. It will be a interesting endeavor. So I want to finish this before then. That's the goal right now. Is I want to finish this before then. Are you going back to Britbong land? Yes. I'm going back to Britbong land with my mama. To give you an idea, my mom wants me to do things by myself, and I do plan on it. I told her straight up, I'm like, I am going to go drinking because I like the beer there. I am going to go do things by myself because I am an old man and I like, doing things in the UK that you probably don't. But a couple days I'll be with her, and then we are going to France, because my mom really wants to go to France, and we are doing the France thing. So that'll be fun. But I do have a couple videos in the backlog. I've got 2 of them done so far. I want to get a 3rd one done. That's hopefully next week I get the 3rd one done. Next week, video-wise, we are probably going to do... Oh god, I got my eye. Next week, we are going to do maybe... I'm going to present any of your Britbong friends to your mom. To give you a little bit of context, I have not actually told any of my British friends that I'm going. I have told none of them. And there is a part of me that does not want to talk to them about that. For various reasons I won't get into. But, yeah. It's... Right now, next week, we're probably going to do another little video. The goal, anyway, the goal is to do the noties on, noties the last week of December. So, pretty much New Year's Day is when the noties will come out. That's the goal. Don't pull me to any promises there. Noties are going to be weird this year because this year sucked. I'm gonna be brutally honest. This year fucking sucked. And it was not a fun year for me. Next week, the plan is 2 videos. I want to get 1 in the backlog. So we'll have 3 backlog videos in January. Then, after we get done with when we get done with one of the backlog videos, I want to do, like, the last end of year, like, funny, like, kind of video. Because last year we did the Fatal video. Yes, last year we did that Fatal video. Which, for a little bit of context of why I find that Fatal video to be very funny. And, that Fatal video is, by far, at 24,000 views, my most viewed video to date. By a good factor, doubling everything else. Most likely, we will hit 25k views on this. This does not seem like a lot to many people. That is fucking insane. Oh, it got dethroned a while ago. TSL dethroned. This year's video was the D&D video, no? In April Fool's? Yes. It was the double April Fool's video. It was very funny. That was a good time with that one. We have let's see. But yeah, I've got a couple ideas. One of them is anima. That means you gotta do Mayfarong. It's either going to be anima, because Anima Beyond Fantasy is a very funny game to talk about. And I kind of just want to sit there and being like, let's just talk about Anima Beyond fucking Fantasy. On another part of me is like, let's just talk about something completely inane. Like, just something very bizarre and very little, like SMT. We can technically do Can you do it in Spanish? If I can send someone the script, have them retranslate it into Spanish, you will see me attempt to do Spanish, and we'll just do 2 videos. We'll just do 2 videos. It'll be the exact same video. God. Just be the exact same video with all the same graphics, except it's just me saying everything poorly in Spanish. Just dog shit Spanish. Just pausing the video every now and again. What the fuck? It'll be a true nightmare. There is also, again, we got the SMT RPG, which will literally just be me Matador posting. The other idea is RuneScape Meat and Fuck Kingdom. The RuneScape Meat and Fuck Kingdom video is a beautiful shit show. There's also like Orbis Eridan. There's a lot of games that are really interesting this year for literally no good reason. But Orbis may be next year, because I wanna give Orbis some attention, because I really like Orbis Eridan, and it's very fascinating to talk about. So I'm gonna call it there, though, because my voice is giving out a little bit, and I have not eaten anything today, so I'm going to go eat food now. Godspeed, good luck, have a wonderful rest of your night, everybody. Tomorrow we're going to be doing the Tomorrow I'm going to be doing the Metal Saviors video, which is not about Metal Saviors, by the way. So, as they say, I am away.